girl from the south side, got blazing hair. First time I seen her walk by, and I about fell up out my chair. Had to get her number, and it took me like 6 weeks. Now me and her go way back, like Cadillac.
Hey guys, welcome to the beer channel. Hey guys, welcome back to the beer channel. Today we are making a double red IPA, and it's called Sharkattack by Port Brewers. This is our hops and our grain bill that we've got 15.9 pounds, and it's going to be a brew in a bag system today. And yeah, so once we get the strike water up and the grain in the bag, we'll be back. So while we wait, I think I'll show you some of the prepackaged bittering hops. There's some dry hops for the dry hop edition afterwards. Flavor hops and some Irish moss. Some aroma hops, the second edition, and then there's also the first edition right there. On top of, there is about 3 pounds of corn sugar going in this, and this beer is a 9.5 ABV, so it's a pretty big beer. Figure while we are waiting for the rest of our stuff, grab some beer on tap. We got last one we brewed was a Pilsner. Sweet little fridge I just got done doing. Nicely carbonated. Yeah, let's go finish waiting for our water. So we want to mash it at 152, but since it's kind of cool out, I think we're going to bring our temperature up to like 165. Just so when it gets into the mash tun, that the temperature that drops, it should drop down to about 150, 152 that we needed at. And here's our grain, 15.9 pounds. I like to do a brew in a bag just because I don't, just too cheap to like get a false bottom and just do that. I'm just all about making work with whatever you got at home. Just like, I mean, it's home brewing, so I mean, that's what everybody should do. But I do suggest that everybody support their local brew store. So, water's almost done, and we'll get that in. And then this is a 90-minute mash. And then while I wait, I'm gonna go do some yard work. These are sparge rinse as we get our grain drained out, and then we'll sparge rinse her for a second time. Alright, we have successfully collected 4 gallons of wort, and we will bring this up to a boil and get ready for our first hop addition. This will also boil for 90 minutes. Here's a shot of the yeast that we're using. It's San Diego super yeast. It's an ale yeast, but this is, like I said, this is a big beer, so, and I don't really mess around with doing starters. Well, not as of yet. It's just because I'm just lazy. I just grab 2 of these, bring them up to room temperature, and then we'll pitch them in after we're done with our boil. And here we are, almost ready for a boil. Just gotta watch out for boilovers, that's the main thing. So just keep your temperature at the right spot. Just keep an eye on it. This stuff makes a big mess. Also, I wanted to add too that in our recipe, original gravity is 1.095. The finish is 1.021. We tested that. I missed that by like 10 points. I just added. We missed our gravity by 10 points, so I just added a little bit of table sugar just to bring it up. I'm not real fussy on this stuff. Like I said, I do this stuff because I like the taste of beer, and it's cheap. So, alright, we'll get back to you. See if I can capture this without getting a boil over. But we're just starting to get a boil now. This is what you gotta watch for. Just trying to do a nice quick video on making beer. There's lots of videos out there of scientific stuff on how to do this. This is super easy stuff, super cheap, and it's fun. It should be a hobby, so it's whatever you guys want to do. But just quick little clips of doing this. We'll add some hops in about 35 minutes, 40 minutes, and then we'll continue to go from there. And then we'll bottle it up and put it in the fermenter, and we'll be doing a taste testing video. Stay tuned. Okay, now here's our bittering hop edition. I got it in a muslin bag, and I mean I've got 4 other additions that I gotta do of hop additions. I'm not gonna videotape them all. It's all the same thing. It's all me putting them in the water. But just to show you that. Oh, but I pretty much just use stuff around the house. I mean, I got a spatula here for my stir stick. But yeah, so we'll get this thing boiled down, cooled, and then drop that, and then we'll get it in the fermenter, and we'll be back after that. Thanks. Okay, guys, we're in the last stretch of our boil. We added our last hops in, got a wort chiller in the last 15 minutes so we can sanitize. The main thing with anything with brewing home beer is sanitize everything, because everything after this point can affect your beer, can get you sick. So just practice good sanitization and everything will be good. Nice cheap beer, fun hobby. And next step is put it in the fermenter and put the yeast. And there it is, folks. Finished product. A little bit of protein rest in it, but she'll ferment out. We'll leave this in the fermenter for about 7 days. Switch it over to a secondary. Let it finish fermenting out, and then we'll dry hop it 7 days after that, and then we'll be back for a taste testing. If you like this video, like and subscribe, and we'll have more. Thanks.